What's up guys, Cloudie here, checking in with the final patch notes of December and 2020, and we are here looking at the new community web page of Vespa, which as you can see from the screen is quite optimized for mobile phones. Like there is a lot of screen estate there that is not used, and this image is definitely not how it should look. I've checked this on my phone and it looks a bit better there, so yeah, it would have been nice if Vespa thought of that they can that not everyone wants to view this on their phone. If you want to see, it's the kr-official.community web page, and I will just put a link to this in the description. This is because the Plug Cafe is shutting down. Now let's see what Vespa has in store for us with their last patch, which just aired today. So of course the main attraction, so to say, is Reheat and Rephy, the two Dark Elves from the 킹스레이드 anime, which as it seems is a parallel universe sort of kind of thing, and that's from where they end up in the game. Now they come with their own step-up summons and their limited costumes, and bad points for Vespa here because their base costumes are kinda plain, and these two just look like how they should look like in their 5-star versions, and they have been doing this with every new hero for some time now, and I think it's just a real dick move that they shouldn't be doing, because come on, like, if you want to sell costumes, that's fine, make specific themed ones, but the base look of the hero should not be hidden behind like a 45k ruby wall. That's just not, it's just not good, like really. Okay, but I didn't want to start with the other end, so let's move on. Let's see what we have. New costumes, each of which will be giving XP bonuses. We have Nikki, May, Sarah, Isolette, the Sarta, Evan, Hanus, and Kirsten. Now, a lot of these actually look pretty nice. I didn't see the Nikki preview, but damn, that's super hot actually. And so is Sarah, Isolette, and the animations that come with it, like the Hannes one, is just adorable. The way she flips that head off, that's super nice. So yeah, all of them have these new kind of motions. That's also a new thing that they have added a couple months ago, and they keep repeating with all the new costumes. So that's kind of nice. We also have received a special dungeon about the story and of Reheat and Rephy, how they end up in this Orville where Dark Elves are not oppressed as they are in the Orville of the anime. So it's a bit, yeah, different, but it's a story, it's nice. It comes with some gifts, mostly unique weapons, unique treasures, which is not too bad. This is part 1. And part 2 will be starting on the 5th of January, so until then we just have the story parts. What you would need to know is that you get 5 keys to enter each day, and you can have 5 max, so you should use them before the reset, otherwise you will be missing out on using all of them. So the returning raiders jumping order mission has been like revamped or re-added, and for some of you who have asked, you need to be offline for 15 days to trigger this one. I don't really think it's really worth to do so unless you were already planning to take a break from the game. In that case, you might as well wait for those 2 weeks and then trigger these. It's not a big deal. There are some rewards that are okay-ish, but let's move on. Now this one is what a lot of us have been waiting for, and it's like a bit so-so. So Balance Workshop will now allow you to craft specific skill lines on your Technomagic gear. You need to first, of course, select which set you want, which class you want, which piece you want. So you need to select all 3 first, and then you can select which skill line you want. The gold cost remains 9 million, but the crystal cost jumps up to a whooping 54,000, and the Technomagic experiment reports will be 40. So that means 4 weeks, because you can only get these from the weekly quest. Now you will need to use 4 weeks of that weekly quest to craft one selector, and yeah, that's pretty steep. It's endgame, of course. It's endgame gear, the very final piece that you need to obtain, and technically every 1 week you can get these if you are not planning to get them to reclaimed version, because of course you need these experiment reports for the reclaimed stuff. So yeah, the cost is steep. I was expecting the crystal cost to be high, not this high, but to be high, and I'm fine with that because that's farmable. The experiment report is a bit too much, I think, especially because there is really no way to get these otherwise, and I hope there will not be a special shop option for that because Vespa is really doing some. Let's be honest, it sounds just really greedy at times what they do. But okay, let's move on. Of course, the League of Honor season has ended, so you should have received your costumes, and here are the two new ones, like your son calls me Mommy 2 Annette and Dark Lord Lucius. Yeah, I've totally read that on Facebook and I just really love that quote. And yeah, I think both of them look quite alright. Maybe if Lucius was like a priest of Leah and not Lua, then that would be something. Yeah, not bad. I think a lot of people will be going for the Annette one. And of course there are some new accessories that you can have. And now there is some change to the reward distribution of the season rewards, and I think they don't really say what exactly they have changed, but as far as I can see, they removed the shiny costume from Masters 5. Like, as I recall, you would get one in Masters 5, and now you need to be in Royal Master. But correct me on this one because I'm not quite sure, but I think that's what they actually changed here. Maybe some of the accessory tickets too, but that's like whatever for me. You still get the normal honor costume tickets in Diamond, and you get 2 in Masters, but you no longer get a shiny one even if you are in Master 5. So, I think that's actually what they changed. But yeah, let me know if you remember better than me. So Guild Wars Season 8 will start in January. Or ends in January, sorry, and then the new one will start a week later. And we get new cutscenes for birthday for January, and Hilda is the one who is having her birthday in January. Okay, so added new title illustrations for Little Raiders, alright, that's whatever. In-game community changes, so yeah, they are, because Plug Game is shutting down, they are like doing their own community stuff, and you should be able to access this from in-game too, so yeah, curious. But I never really did this within the game, so whatever. And let's see, challenge raid update. Well, Kerberan will be the new party challenge raid that should start next week, and he has received the buff both in attack and health points, so yeah, it's whatever. Bug fixes, hero modeling, and content display, and that's it. So there is no specific Christmas dungeon, and what really has me disappointed is that there is no word of the suggested soul judgment changes, that they were gonna increase the chances to get a soul stone from Kane. I'm sitting on nearly 30,000 fragments and my alt has like 8, so I was really gonna hoping to get a Christmas gift from Vespa and just be able to use them, and now I feel like maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. So I don't think like doing that kind of change should take this long. They should be able to figure out what they want to do with it and just change it. It's not like a game engine kind of change that should be terribly hard to code. So yeah, as you can tell, I'm a little bit disappointed. But then let's look what else we have. So we received the hero dungeon. As you can see, there are a bunch of stories here, and with the rewards, and they do say that you need to spend your 5 keys daily because you can only have 5 of them and it resets daily. So there is that. Reheat and Repeen. I don't want to go too much into them right now. I will do a separate video on them. Reheat seems to be a support warrior for the main part, and Repeen, so the female Dark Elf, is the main DPS. She's a magic DPS and she has some pretty sick burst, but supposedly only if you run her together with Reheat, because they have like a combo skill that does some pretty brutal damage. I have seen some testing, like what's the name? There is a Japanese YouTuber called Fuera, I think. Sorry, bad with remembering names. He has a Galgoria 6 DPS test where Repine was pulling like 1 billion DPS, and that pretty much makes her the highest magic damage on that particular content. But you do need to bring a repeat with reheat, sorry, not repeat, with her, and of course that was a very veiled account, so yeah, I expect that. But her burst seems pretty brutal, and they have interesting skills. We'll get back into that in detail in a separate video to not make this even longer. Events. So what events do we have? Let's go to the top. We will have the letter from Vespa at the end of the year, so you need to log in and claim this from the events page. The rewards are a soul weapon transfer ticket, a ruby, a bunch of rubies, not too much, and some gold. For the end of the year reward, this seems a bit low, but whatever. So the soul weapon transfer ticket, the way it works is that you can use it either to transfer a soul weapon to a lower level soul weapon, or to one that is not unleashed, so a unique weapon that is not unleashed. They do give the details here. It doesn't work the other way around, so you can't select, say, the advancement 0 soul weapon and transfer it to a higher one. The question is the other one lost then, or why is it this way? I kind of wonder, because you could then just reverse it and it will still work. So I will have to test this out. I will probably use maybe my Rephy one, and then unleash my Rephy and then just transfer it over to like maybe Repine. Maybe I will try her with that. But then again, I do not have her soul weapon. So whatever, we'll have to see how this works. So there is a year-end 킹스레이드, a party kind of thing. You will need to log in. This starts on the 22nd, and every time you do the send friendship points thing, you can come back to this event and talk to these guys, which will give you some rewards, and you get a daily point, and then after 8 days you will get a unique weapon ticket. So that's the reward for that one. We have like a summon related event, which should also give you the summon. So this is about using the general summon, not the all-in-one, so the all type of summons, and they should give out some free daily ones, and by using them you can get some extra rewards like runes and Vel'Khazar runes. Vel'Khazar runes are kind of nice to have, so that's quite nice. And then we also have like a bundle of the all type of buffs, so legendary gear bonus drop, reforge discount, enhancement discount, gear awakening discount. That's nice if you still have the all type of gears that you want to up. It doesn't really do much for the current endgame stuff like TM gears. And then finally there is the New Year's rulebook. Now this is separate from the one in the shop. This is something you get if you log in between the 1st of January and the 19th of January, and that's when the rulebook will start. And if you keep logging in, then you will get these rewards. There is some like what is it called, the protection of the god kings in there, even normal artifact ticket, costume ticket, reforged ticket, so it's not too bad. I don't see a soul weapon in there, that's too bad. And there is 100 yellow ether, that's quite nice. So all in all, not bad. There is even a 1-star unique ticket, and you can claim these until the maintenance on the 2nd of February. So if you intend on collecting these, then keep logging in, because after the event ends you will not be able to get the rewards anymore. Puff, that's all really for the events. Again, feels like there should have been something more interesting for Christmas and the New Year or the holidays. Of course, not everyone celebrates Christmas. Yeah. Now this is about the heroes. We can have a quick look. Yeah, I don't want to go into too much detail about them, because that will be a separate video, and we are almost at 50 minutes already. And there is a hero review event, which is if you make a screenshot of your party, and you need, the usual, do stuff on your social network and share it, so you do free advertisement for Vespa, and you will get a glorious 30 stamina potions for it. Yeah, whatever. Not super thrilled. And I'm not even gonna go into the special shop. I did go through it. Of course, there is a lot of stuff you can whale on. No freebies that I found, and nothing really fancy. Of course, there is a new rule book. But yeah, the way Vespa is going, I don't even wanna suggest anyone to even have a look at the shop at all. So yeah, this is the patch. I guess you can tell that I'm somewhat disappointed that this is locked behind the paywall, that there is no Soul Judgment update, no Christmas dungeon. We do get freebies, I guess, with Reheat and Repeen, and there are events that give freebies. So maybe it's just me who is expecting too much. I don't know. The TM selector is, yeah, well, didn't expect it to be free or fast. But it would have been nice if it doesn't hinder your progress in general, because in the end you do want to reclaim your pieces and get them maxed. That's still a lot of work, a lot of grinding to do, and now having selectors would have, like, I think the crystal cost would have been 54,000 crystals is a lot. That's a lot of farming, so it's not like it would just instantly let you jump to selectors. They could have even upped that to 100k for a single piece, and it would have been fine if it doesn't hurt your progress. Otherwise, this way the result is a bit so-so, and yeah, I'm fully expecting to see the experiment reports appear in the shop. So yeah, this is my opinion on the patch. Let me know what you guys think. And this has been Cloudie for now. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.